Welcome to my kitchen kingdom, where this old man cooks. Welcome to Kitchen Kingdom, where this old man throws down the chow down. In this first episode of Season 2, I'm going to demonstrate something that I talked about in the flavor boosting episode of Season 1, and that is infusing butter and oil with herb and spice. I want you to know that the herbs and spices that I'm using today, you're not limited to that. You can use any combination of herb and spice you want. You can also use 2 or more different herbs or 2 or more different spice. You can also use herb and spice. Let your imagination run wild. Let your creativity run free. And let's get ready to rattle some pots and pans. When I infuse oil and butter, I use 2 methods. One I call hot, the other I call cold. And they're both quite warm. Let me show you. For the cold method with butter, all you have to do is get yourself an herb. I'm going to use dill. The butter is at room temperature, so it's warm, it's not hot. And you just put as much dill as you like in the butter. And as much fingers as you like to get in it, and just mix it around. That's all there is to it. You can put this back in the refrigerator, take it out when you want. This will go well on toast, or you can use it as finishing butter for steaks, chicken, whatever. That's the cold method for butter. Cold method for oil is kind of straightforward. What you would do is you would take your sprig of herb and you put it in the oil, and eventually the oil will pick up the essence of the herb. But I use, this is the hot method. So I have about 1.5 cups of oil. This is vegetable oil, but you want to use an oil that has sort of like a benign flavor to it. Doesn't want to have a strong flavor like avocado oil or olive oil. And I had this little crock, and this crock is not going to get up to a temperature more than, I'd say, 105, maybe 110 degrees. So I take my rosemary. I'm going to use a rosemary and thyme infused oil here. And this is going to sit in this crock pot anywhere from 12 to 24 hours. And the room is just going to light up with aromatic flavors of rosemary and thyme. Now for this, the butter, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on warm. It's about 140, which might be a little bit too warm, and I like to make saffron butter. Now, I understand saffron is expensive. That's why I'm not going to leave you out there like that. Here's an alternative, turmeric. So about 2 tablespoons of turmeric for 1/4 pound of butter. We're going to let that melt down, put the tablespoons of turmeric in there, and stir it. I also have some cinnamon butter that I'm doing on the stove, and it's the same technique. Same technique with all your herbs, all your spices. Just let it go for as many hours as you can. Now the butter you're going to have some more loss than with the oil, but if you keep the butter on, I'd say at the lowest temperature on your stove for about 2 hours, if you can get 3 out of it, that would be wonderful. And I'm going to make mine a little stronger than I normally would, because I like to have it, I'd rather have it stronger than weaker. Now, the same thing is going on the stove with the cinnamon. This will also make your house smell very aromatic. Infusing butter and oil with spice and herb is a great way to add flavor notes to your dishes. Your oil can be used for marinating, sauté, and dressings. Your butter can be used as a spread for finishing or as an ingredient in the foods you chow down.